Okay, welcome back to the regional week presented by Roto. So today is the supplier showcase from with Roto themselves. So with us today, we have a couple people from their team, and we have Megan Duggan, who's marketing communication specialist with Roto. So Megan, I'll let you take over and start this presentation.
Perfect. Thank you to Constellation Canada for organizing Regional Week. We at Roto are excited to participate as a showcase supplier this year. On today's call, we have Dan Gray, our Director of Sales, Jürgen Scheier, Director of Product Innovation, and myself, Megan Dugan, the Communications Specialist. On the next slide is our agenda to present to you today. Dan will provide the overview of Roto and a glimpse into Roto's window hardware, as well as sharing some highlights of Roto's door program along with a few accessory items. Closing today's events by Roto will be a short Q&A session, and we welcome you to reach out to any of us with additional questions, ideas, or suggestions. Over to Dan.
Excellent. Megan, thank you very much. And hello to everybody joining us today. It's great to see everybody and we appreciate the time. So to start with a little bit of an overview about Roto. The company is based in Stuttgart, Germany, founded by Wilhelm Frank in 1935. Wilhelm Frank, he invented the hardware to actuate tilt and turn windows. So that is basically where our heritage comes from. Today, Roto employs near 5,000 people worldwide. We have 15 manufacturing plants and dozens of sales subsidiaries and various logistic and distribution centers. Here in North America, we are headquartered in Chester, Connecticut, where we have been since 1979, and we are a wholly owned subsidiary of Roto Frank. In 2012, we expanded our footprint in North America via the acquisition of Fasco Die-Cast Metals located in Mississauga, Ontario. So today in North America, we have two manufacturing plants, one in the US here in Chester, where I'm located today, and one up in Canada, as I said, in Mississauga. The product portfolio consists of a variety of window and door hardware and various accessories such as gaskets, glazing blocks, and a warm edge spacer that we are currently in active discussion with a supplier, which I'll discuss a little bit more detail as we get into the presentation. We also have an array of expert sales and technical support throughout North America for our customers. Just a sampling of our manufacturing capabilities here in North America include a state-of-the-art powder coat paint line. We have several, now 4 German-made zinc die-cast machines, primarily to produce patio door hardware and sash locks. And we have 3 laser cutting machines in Connecticut that basically cut flat steel for the arms that go into the final assembly and production of our casement operators. We'll now take a quick look into some of the hardware for window applications. Our flagship product in North America is the X-Drive casement and awning hardware. We have 2 platforms, the OP08 and OP06, a variety of cold roll steel and 300 series stainless steel products to fit various coastal applications. The patented corner drive locking system is a highlight of the casement program. This is a product that fits nicely into the growing trend of taller and wider casements. This is particularly effective with casement windows above about 60 inches tall. We also have an array of hinges for standard and heavy-duty applications. Later this year, early 2022, we'll be launching a new heavy-duty package to support a casement up to 200 pounds. Kempton 4-bar hinges. 4-bar hinges are becoming very popular for us as we launch this product, primarily into the light commercial and commercial markets. It's a 300 series stainless steel hinge. There are an array of limiter options available. And this product is ideal for an aluminum push-out window application. You'll hear more about this in our social media marketing platform in the next weeks and months ahead. The Aintree parallel hinge is a product not commonly seen in North America, but we are seeing a greater demand. This is a stainless steel hinge for project out aluminum windows. You can see on this commercial facade, by using the parallel hinge, you have a very uniform ventilation of the opening, such that from street level, there's barely even an appearance that the window is open at that point. Fantastic product. In Mississauga, we produce a variety of sash locks for hung windows and sliding horizontal windows. We also have this positive action lock that's become popular coast to coast, a lock that will reset itself automatically when you close the sash. We have a variety of looks, aesthetic designs, an array of keepers for different applications. Fantastic product portfolio of sash locks for the marketplace. When we talk about tilt and turn windows, this is our heritage, of course, from Europe, from Germany, becoming a stronger player in the North American market today. We have an NT program that's designed primarily for the PVC and timber market. These are some shots for our product for aluminum tilt and turn windows. There's an array of applications that the hardware can support. You might see here in this facade, this is a tilting window to provide ventilation. Lots of options for different applications. Now we're going to turn our look to some door product, door hardware for various applications. Flagship door product in North America is our Secura sliding patio door program. This is produced in Mississauga. We have an array of handle sets from contemporary to classic. Really run the gamut in our handle sets today. We have a style and aesthetic look for just about any design that our customers are trying to achieve. What goes hand in hand with our handle sets are an array of mortise locks. We have a single point, patented 2-point that's shown here with these cam lock points, very innovative. And also a 4-point locking system today, again, to support the growing trend for taller, heavier patio doors. This is one example of many of the rollers that we have for the marketplace. This particular heavy-duty roller will support an 800-pound sash. Many of you may have heard of the Inowa sliding patio door program. This has been active on social media, LinkedIn in particular. This is an innovative hardware program that provides an excellent application in high-rise buildings to a traditional terrace door. It's an easy glide system with high-performing bogies, concealed hardware for a refined look. And we've recently launched a new soft close option to resist damage upon closing the sash. Fantastic product that you'll hear more about in the coming months and years ahead. Patio lift and slide. This is a product that we are introducing to the market in early 2022. This will support a sash up to 880 pounds. There's an innovative lock pointing keeper for enhanced security and a concealed aesthetic appearance. And stainless steel rollers with stainless steel bearings offer a smooth, quiet, and coastal performance for this particular hardware package. Alversa sliding patio door. This is a platform that offers various sliding and tilting options for customized applications in the marketplace. Available primarily for the PVC and aluminum market, This offers a fabricator the ability to standardize parts across their tilt and turn window line, should they be building that product as well. This is our H600 multi-point swing door program. In a variety of faceplate options, 400 stainless steel along with our standard nano-sill faceplate. The program offers an array of thresholds, including a zero barrier option. And we have a variety of surface mount hinges as well. Roto North America will be expanding our swing door platform in 2022 with the introduction of a full 300 series stainless steel gear program and various trim set and 2D adjustable hinge options. This is a great product that a few of our customers are purchasing today in North America, a panic door solution geared toward public venues where a quick release emergency exit is desired. There's an optional stainless steel faceplate, and it's built on the platform of the H600 program. There's a variety of accessories that we like to discuss as we meet with customers. The Glas-tec glazing blocks are a phenomenal product manufactured in Europe. Many of our tilt and turn and casement customers today are purchasing this program. Excellent load bearing properties with these blocks, resistant to sag over time. Requirements are stock to order, typically in Chester, Connecticut. So we work very closely with each of our customers to identify the specific variants of the glazing blocks, and then we put a stocking program in place to deliver on time and full. I mentioned earlier on in the program that Roto is currently in discussion with a company for a warm edge spacer. That company is Swiss Spacer. This is a Saint-Gobain company who has been selling their products into the North American market for about 3 to 4 years, and they see tremendous potential going forward. Roto and Swiss Spacer are currently investigating opportunities into the market to sell this premium warm edge spacer bar. I would encourage any of you that might have an interest in learning more about this product and how Roto can help support your desire for this product to reach out to myself or Jürgen Scheier after this particular meeting today. I'm sure the folks at Fenestration Canada can provide our contact information for you. This is a very quick overview of the product portfolio that Roto North America brings to the marketplace here. I'd like to now just take the remaining time to open up to any questions, comments, suggestions that any of you have. We've been operating, as all of you, in a very challenging environment over the last 18 months. We've been making investments along the way to enhance our delivery service and our product quality to our customers throughout the US and Canada. So I welcome this opportunity to discuss any of our products or any of our future initiatives.
So we do have a question here. One raised hand is Ali Gales, who's with Fenestration Canada, but I'll just have him join the discussion here.
Please.
So we'll just give him a second. Al, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're online.
Great. Your last slide, if you could go back to that for a moment with the Swiss Spacer product.
Yes.
Tell me some more about that Swiss Spacer Air on the right-hand side.
Jürgen, I'm going to ask you to chime in on this, my friend. And Jürgen Scheier, folks, let me just say before he starts here, Jürgen is our Director of Product Innovation. And today he is struggling with a tremendous cold that his young son was kind enough to share with the family. So Jurgen doesn't sound quite up to par, but he'll give it a shot here.
Thank you, Dan. So just to elaborate on the Swiss Spacer Air, the Swiss Spacer Air is replacing the typical tube that you put into a double glazed unit, specifically to alleviate air pressure changes when you manufacture, say, on the coast and you deliver it to the mountains, or vice versa. You deliver it from high elevations to low elevations. The Swiss Spacer Air allows that transfer of air to ensure that there's no bulge in the double glazing during the transport.
So this is very interesting because that's a real problem for the industry. The tubes, are associated with many product failures. It's and yet it's very necessary. There are many cases where you just have to ship insulating glass units over the mountains or to another elevation. So what is is this plug installed into a Swiss spacer? Can it be used with other spacer systems? And how does it work?
It can be used on certain other spacer systems that have to be double checked, of course. It's definitely preferred using it on the Swiss spacer because it was designed specifically for that. And the installation was also designed specifically for the Swiss spacer. It's an air pressurized equalizer inside the actual Swiss spacer air. It's a very, very small unit. I mean, it's not even 1/4 of an inch in length. So it's a very tiny item. And it basically ensures that obviously the air is transported in and out, and without letting any liquid or humidity in and out. That's the primary objective behind it. So similar to the tube that you use, the only difference is that make sure that there's no transfer of liquids or no transfer of humidity in and out.
So it looks like...
I have to say as well that if you fill the glass with argon gas, it will let the argon gas out or any other gas in and out. It is not there to prevent that from happening. That needs to be clear.
Yeah. So is the idea that you basically unscrew it at the plant of manufacture when you ship the unit to its destination, then you use a tool to screw it back, to seal it? Is that how it works?
No, you leave it as it is. So once it's installed, it is installed forever like that. So there's a constant pressure equalization happening. So even if you have big changes from external to internal, that change in that equalization will still happen post installation.
I see. So it's constantly active.
Correct.
So it's allowing the air pressure to change, but somehow it's preventing moisture from entering or leaving. Is that right?
Correct. That is correct.
Very interesting. Has this been tested in the durability testing standards for insulating glass units? In other words, can you pass the ASTM 2190 or the Canadian standard CGSB 12.8, the durability standards,
We're currently looking into that. I cannot answer at this point in time. As Dan said, we're busy starting up this partnership very fresh. So there are some certifications probably still outstanding. And that is a question we would have to refer back to you about.
Okay, because there are European insulating glass durability standards as well. One of them is different than the North American, and the second one tests to both the North American and the European criteria. So if you have testing to the European standard, which also includes the North American criteria, that would be a good indicator of the potential of this product in North America.
Absolutely. That's what we're working on.
Yeah, I think this is a very interesting product that if it works, if you can pass those durability testing standards, I think it could be really important for many locations where it's just a necessity to ship from a lower to a higher elevation, for example, and live with it. So very excited to hear about that. Thank you.
My pleasure. Yes, we're also very excited about this product. We appreciate the question. That's a great question.
Yes. Who can I contact? I know some people in the commercial side of the industry who'd be very interested to learn about this. Can can I give you my email address, or can you give me a contact that I could reach out to you for more information?
Certainly. You can send it directly to myself and I'll funnel it through appropriately, which is Dan Gray, Gray,
Yeah.
at roto-frank.com.
So that's Dan Gray, Gray.
Dan Gray.
Yeah, Dan Gray, but spelled Gray. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you, Dan. I'll send you an email.
Thanks, Al. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Al. So we don't have any other question. Oh, we have someone. We have Terry who wants in. So here you go, Terry. You should be online.
Thanks, Steph. Thanks, Al, for jumping on that. That really intrigued me too. That's a really interesting looking item.
Mhm.
So question for you, Dan. Some of our sessions this week are about supply chain. You know, it's such a big topic.
Yes.
Everybody's experiencing challenges. You know, there's a lot of products that are really being hit hard. You know, I won't go into that. Our members are pretty aware already, but I'm just wondering if, you know, I'm not hearing a lot of challenges about hardware specific. And I'm wondering, you know, is hardware somewhat immune to this, or are you guys finding alternative ways to overcome some of these challenges?
I would say hardware is definitely not immune. We have had challenges with certain products specifically geared toward the shortage of raw material. Flat stock steel in particular for our casement operators has created a significant challenge for us over the last year and a half, to the point where we now have 4 verified suppliers of the steel sheets. So that has solved our supply issue on the raw material. The unprecedented demand for Roto's product, the X-Drive operators, has also created some challenges in pure quantities. So we've made investments here in the plant to add laser cutting equipment. We've added a brand new warehouse to increase the floor space for the equipment. And we've added some middle management personnel to guide forward the processes here in Connecticut. Now our facility in Toronto, where we produce mostly our patio hardware and our sash locks, has done phenomenally well through this whole situation, providing a high level of delivery service. They have had a plentiful stream of raw materials. We've invested there as well to keep up with the huge growth and demand in the market. So we've had some hiccups along the way, but we've taken the proper steps and are continuing to implement the enhancements to return across the board holistically to our customers' expectations for strong delivery service performance.
Great. Our members, of course, are happy to hear about the Toronto facility. There was a session yesterday that Tony Clement delivered, talking about sort of bringing manufacturing and material supplies back to Canada.
Mhm.
You know, so happy to see a facility in Ontario, and hopefully we'll see Roto expand those offerings across Canada.
Absolutely.
Appreciate your support. Good session today. Thanks.
Thank you, Terry.
Yeah, thank you, Dan, for and everyone on this call, and especially to Roto for supporting this regional week. That's really appreciated. As of right now, I don't have any more question here in the Q&A. But as you guys know, this is streamed on YouTube also. So if we get some questions there, I'll keep an eye on it in the future. But, you know, like you gave your email, is there any other, you know, contact info you'd like to share, Dan, aside from your email and contacts for people on the line if they have more questions?
I think that's simplistic to funnel it through me, and I'll share as needed with others in the organization to keep it simple.
Okay,
I think there's
perfect.
one more question from Al.
Yeah, I just saw that, so I'll have him come back. Here you go, Al. You should be online.
Thank you. You also showed one of your sliding door products. It refers to a sliding door sash that as you come close to the locking point, it comes in closer to the frame for a compression seal, I think.
Yes, Al. Yes.
Which product was that? Could you go back to that slide?
Yeah, it's the Inowa sliding door program. I think
Okay.
you see that now on the screen.
Yes. Yes.
Yep, absolutely. This is a hardware system that was developed in Germany about 4 or 5 years ago. And the hardware platform requires a dedicated profile system in order for, for the optimal integration of the profile and the hardware. And this is gaining traction. We have a phenomenal situation right now in the greater Toronto area where this product has been introduced now for almost 2 years with great success.
Okay.
And one option is in condominiums and high-rise buildings.
Yes.
This door, due to the significant performance of the door, can replace a traditional terrace door at high elevation levels, 30, 40 floors up from ground level.
Yeah, this is very interesting because essentially, I think I've heard of this concept a few years ago. In fact, I worked for a company where our senior product developer was pushing German hardware companies to consider this idea. Basically, when this door closes, it's closing with a compression seal. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So it's not a sliding fin seal kind of product that wears out.
Correct.
It actually becomes a compression seal like a hinge door would have, which is a superior solution to the sliding door closing technology.
Yes.
So this is something that this is a hardware system that requires a frame designed to accept it. Is that right?
Correct. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
And you could design the running sash could be on the interior or the exterior, depending upon the preference.
Right. Right. Okay. Well, I'll email you for some more information on that one too. It's a very interesting idea. It solves the main complaint, let's say architects would have or building scientists would have for sliding sash products, in
Yes.
terms of long-term performance. The sliding seals just don't cut it. And potentially potentially here you could improve the performance without having to upscale to a completely different, door product at a higher price point.
And you maximize your sight lines by doing
Maximize, yeah. Okay, thank you. I think
You're
I just
welcome,
did a
Al. Thank you.
screenshot of that one too. Great, thanks.
I think you're muted.
You're right. Yeah, so I just wanted to know, is there anything else you wanted to add before I let you guys go?
No, I would just say again, thank you to all of our attendees for visiting, for sharing, commentary and discussion with Roto. We know everybody's busy and we appreciate the time today.
Well, thanks a lot again, and see you, I hope, at Windor for some of you who can attend, and we'll see you soon.
Very good.